No hands in pockets. While re-raxing the floor, I slipped on a cord and couldn't catch myself because my hands were in my pockets. This caused me to smash my knee against the tiled floor. Following this incident, the entire school district, consisting of around 40 schools, implemented a rule forbidding hands in pockets. Lost employee discounts. I had been looking forward to an employee discount at a Japanese grocery store. However, someone in the past abused the discount by offering low prices to their friends. Management found out about this misuse and decided to remove the discount entirely. Thanks a lot, eh? You ruined the one thing I was excited about in an otherwise boring and stressful job. Snacks and sodas gone. The video game company I worked for used to provide free snacks and sodas for employees. One Friday, after HR had restocked the break room with junk food, an employee was caught sneaking a case of soda into the parking lot. Instead of firing or punishing him, management made the reason for removing the perk public knowledge. He ended up quitting shortly after and even tried to sue the company, claiming a hostile work environment. The lawsuit went nowhere. No eating in front of customers during breaks. At my fast food job, my co-workers and I often took breaks in the lobby near the registers so we could quickly return to work when needed. During one such break, I was sitting at a table eating lunch when a customer entered, gave me a judgmental look, and later complained to my manager about employees being lazy and eating where customers could see. My manager handled it calmly and politely, essentially saying, "Dude, my employees aren't animals." However, during my next shift, I was informed that corporate had received a formal complaint about employees eating in the lobby. As a result, we were no longer allowed to take our breaks there. Instead, we had to eat in either our cramped office or our cars. No wheelbarrow for equipment. We're now required to make multiple trips up and down a steep hill to move heavy equipment because using the wheelbarrow has been banned. This all stems from Wyatt, who thought it would be fun to ride the wheelbarrow down the hill. He lost control, almost collided with a child, the mother managed to pull the child to safety, and caused the ban. Despite refusing to accept responsibility and blaming everyone else, Wyatt still works here because of staff shortages due to COVID. To make things worse, I was supervising that shift but was at the bottom of the hill training new staff. I wasn't aware of Wyatt's antics, yet I got in trouble for not stopping him and almost faced demotion. The next day, Wyatt told me I should have been doing my job to prevent his stunt. Then, to top it off, he asked me out. When I declined, he assumed it was because I'm a lesbian, which I am. But even if I weren't, why would I date someone who nearly got me demoted? One personal item in offices. Working at a financial institution where customers often visited, management introduced a rule allowing only one personal item per office. This decision was prompted by an employee who had cluttered her office with trinkets, including an assortment of creepy dolls. Yes, dolls! Imagine finalizing your auto loan while a collection of unsettling dolls silently watches the transaction. No sneakers allowed. A manager who had an unhealthy obsession with a woman 30 years younger than him, 50 Vs, decided to implement a no sneakers rule. She occasionally forgot to change her shoes after her 2-hour commute. Likely irritated by her continual rejection of his advances, he enforced this policy. No skirts, shorts, or skirts. The dress code at the bar where I worked was simple: wear plain black clothing. During the summer, skirts and shorts were common for comfort, and nobody had an issue with it. Then, in July 2021, a new employee was caught taking inappropriate photos under the skirts and of the thighs of female co-workers. Despite being caught multiple times, management didn't fire him, but instead banned skirts altogether. Thanks, Martin. English-only rule. An English-only policy was introduced because one woman suspected co-workers of talking negatively about her in Spanish, which they were. Hard hats aren't weapons. At a job site, the safety briefing specifically mentioned that hard hats should not be used as weapons. Casual Fridays cancelled. Our company used to allow jeans on Fridays. One day, a girl showed up wearing sweatpants with the word "juicy" printed across the back. Unfortunately, the CEO was visiting our office that day and saw her. Casual Friday was immediately revoked, and it took years before they reinstated it. In the meantime, they held fundraisers where employees could purchase tickets for days when they could wear jeans. Soap restrictions at the doctor's office. I recently visited a doctor's office, and in the bathroom there was a sign that read, "Due to misuse of hand soap, you will need to request soap from the front desk." The whole thing felt unsettling. What on earth could people possibly be doing with soap at a doctor's office? I was too scared to ask.